Hello everyone, Ladislas Maurice of The Wandering Investor, today in beautiful Freetown in Sierra Leone in West Africa, and we have breaking news concerning the Citizenship by Investment program here, together with Stephen, who's the program architect. Stephen, how are you?
I'm good. It's been a really good day today. First day of the delegation, another 3 to go, possibly 4. Looks like we'll extend it. Going great.
Yeah, so Stephen has invited us as well as a few of our clients to come down to Sierra Leone to meet government officials, to discover Freetown, to get a better understanding of the program, of the city, of the opportunity of ECOWAS as well. We'll discuss this a little bit more. But you just announced just literally 3 hours ago that there are changes to the program.
Yeah, we didn't want the market to understand out the starting gate that we wanted to actually undergo a product market testing fit exercise. We didn't want to foist a particular type of structured program onto the market. We wanted to understand what would be the best approach from a design perspective, anticipating the objective, which is to attract foreign direct investment. So having now gone through the process with 13 families and understood what the market actually needs from a program like this, we've been able to make recommendations to the Chief Immigration Officer as to how we could enhance the program. And after extensive deliberations and determinations, we've been able to finalize the design specification, and we announced that to the world today.
So we got to meet the Chief Immigration Officer this morning. Really nice man.
Indeed.
We went to his office. So during the initial 6 months of the program, the deal was $140,000 for a single applicant and then $10,000 per dependent. So essentially a spouse, parents, and children.
Yeah, indeed.
But now there are quite a few changes.
So we have 3 classes of dependents. Normal dependents, who are charged at $10,000 per head. These are the normal spouse, children under the age of 18. And now we've added grandparents to that category of normal dependents. We have a special dependent category, which anticipates multiple spouses, which anticipates family members of spouse, accompanying spouse of the main applicant, including their children and their partner, and a wider approach to seeking to qualify those family members who would ordinarily fall into a family unit for the purposes of a new citizenship initiative. So we don't want families to say no, we don't want the foreign direct investment intentions to fail just because we've been very tight in understanding how family units are constructed. Most CBI programs think about the nuclear family model, but that's clearly not appropriate in certain contexts, such as the Middle East, such as Africa indeed. So it became very obvious to us that we needed to think about the family from a wider perspective and anticipate that they should be able to participate, which they can now do, for $20,000. I think the real big positive change is that the market told us that if main applicants were participating in the program in order to invest, typically they have business partners. They don't want to invest by themselves. That the opportunity for them to include a business partner into the program specifications would enhance the ability to actually deliver on the intention to attract foreign direct investment. So now we offer a business partner incentive. It's called the +1 business partner incentive for $30,000.
So this is huge. It means that if you're 2 unrelated people from a family point of view, you can now pool your application, and it'll cost you $175,000, which means $87,000 and a half, including due diligence fees, including all fees really. And that'll be the most affordable citizenship by investment program for 2 unrelated parties applying together. So this now beats Sao Tome if you're 2 applying. If you're on your own, Sao Tome is still more affordable. If you're 2, Sierra Leone is more affordable, but then Sierra Leone offers ECOWAS access, which is huge. Can you elaborate a little bit on what is ECOWAS and why that is so important?
Well, Sierra Leone itself is a small market. It's only got 8 million people, but its access to ECOWAS, the Economic Cooperation of West African States, which is like the EU of West Africa, creates a market of more than 450 million people, including Nigeria, for example. So the ability to participate in this program gets you residency and freedom of movement into those jurisdictions. So Sierra Leone can be your launching point, and it then enables you to move into other jurisdictions in the ECOWAS grouping. In fact, some of our first citizens have specifically participated in the program because they want to have regular access to Ghana, for example, which is difficult to get visas for. Nigeria, because you've got to be able to sit across the table when you're negotiating there as a fellow African. And just countries like Gambia and other places, Cape Verde, that have got inherent attractions of their own, and where they're generally nice places to invest and nice places to live if you've got the wherewithal to deal with the immigration challenges associated with entering those markets.
What are some of the other changes?
So we also came to understand that if we're seeking to create the conditions to attract foreign direct investment, we should enable that to actually happen from a structural perspective. So all main applicants now get a locally incorporated company as part of the program fees and a guaranteed bank account for that entity with one of our banking partners, who are Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, who are government owned, or Access Bank, who are Nigerian listed, the biggest bank in Africa, 63 million customers throughout the continent. And the banks are keen to create the conditions to support foreign direct investment, and the funds under management motif is the main game as far as the banks are concerned. They're not wanting to bog people down with unnecessary bureaucracy associated with getting bank accounts established. And we've agreed with both banks that if the due diligence exercise that leads to the grant of citizenship is good enough for the country, then that's good enough for the banks from a KYC perspective. So we just supply a copy of the due diligence report to the bank, and then the KYC is complete.
So essentially a free company with the citizenship application.
Correct, and the free bank account too.
Any other changes?
We've got the entire process now ensconced online, including documentation, verification and notarization. So it's all about Zoom calls. You don't have to leave home. You don't have to go scrambling around in the snow looking for a notary to do something at last minute. So yeah, we've been able to consolidate everything into a 100% online application experience.
This effectively means that the Sierra Leone Citizenship by Investment process will be the easiest to go through from a paperwork point of view. It's just going to be made very, very seamless. I mean, at the Wandering Investor, we're registered licensed agents for this program, so we can help you apply from A to Z.
Indeed.
If you're interested in finding out more about the Sierra Leone Citizenship by Investment program, there's a link below with all of the information. There's the largest FAQ that exists online on that page as well. And again, we're licensed agents. We can help you with the process from A to Z, so feel free to reach out, and we're happy to answer all your questions. Stephen, thank you very much.
My pleasure, sir.
Make sure to download my free ebook, 12 Mistakes to Avoid When Investing in International Real Estate, which you can find on my website, link below, and feel free to follow me on Instagram @The Wandering Investor. I look forward to hearing from you.